October 26, 2018, Rockstar Games released arguably one of the greatest open-world video game of all time, Red Dead Redemption 2. The game was so good that even after almost 6 years later, any open-world video games that get released instantly gets compared to Red Dead Redemption 2. Rockstar Games didn't just broke the ceiling that they set before, but with Red Dead Redemption 2, they have destroyed that ceiling into pieces. There is a reason why Red Dead Redemption 2 is now the benchmark almost every open world video games.
Either you got a lazy eye or lack of respect. Which is it, boy?
Red Dead Redemption 2 is peak storytelling in digital gaming, and they did it with its immersive world, beautifully crafted characters, the emotional essence, and the coherent plot that sets new standards in the industry. Red Dead Redemption 2 puts us in an open world environment that gives a breathtaking homage to the untamed landscapes of the American frontier. Every corner of the game world, from New Hanover to Guarma, is carefully crafted with a sense of realism and authenticity. Rockstar Games took their time and made sure that the game environment feels like the late 19th century American wilderness. They did a great job recreating the sound, the sights, and the sensation of that time. The dynamic game weather system added a completely new depth and layer to the immersive world, transforming the landscape in real time. It's not just the visuals that impresses, but also the smallest of details that the development team put into the game. The smallest of details that probably a lot of players wouldn't have noticed in the first playthrough, but they didn't compromise and made sure that even the smallest town, remote homesteads, hidden caves, every single location have its own detail and uniqueness. And that's make the whole world alive and atmospheric. Rockstar Games took the NPC system to the next level, with NPCs responding to players' presence and action in a realistic way. Wildlife of the world moving around in a way that it doesn't seem like unrealistic at any point. NPCs has their own daily routine that they follow. They engage in conversations, works in their respective job, feeds their livestock, enjoy drinks at local saloon, and all that happens in such a way that makes the environment feel alive. You don't feel like that you are in a 3D design world where everything is robotic, and it gives that natural and immersive touch that probably not a lot of video games was able to provide before that. The world of Red Dead Redemption 2 gives players stories. Even if you're not doing the main plot and wandering around the world, it gives you stories to remember. All random event that happens while you're wandering around makes the world feel alive, and players don't feel bored when they are not doing the main story. The idea behind Red Dead Redemption 2's gameplay is immersion. Players are thrown into a world where every move and interaction seems meaningful as soon as they assume control of Arthur Morgan. The game's emphasis on realism is one of the main components of its immersion. In order to stay healthy and strong, Arthur needs to eat and sleep. His horse needs care and connection to function at its peak, and his weapons need to be cleaned to remain effective. All these components may seem unremarkable. They offer the levels of realism that gives the player the impression that they are actually immersed in the game's universe.
You and me, we ain't... We're more ghosts than people.
Red Dead Redemption 2 is a game with complex and beautifully crafted characters, each with their unique personalities, motivations, and arcs. At the heart of our game is Arthur Morgan, an outlaw in a declined world of outlaws. Arthur's journey is a unique one that we all experience as he goes through survival, loyalty, and betrayal. Arthur's character development emphasizes on ethics, moral, judgment, resonance as few crucial components. At the start of the game, we all see Arthur as a badass character who is trusted by everyone within his gang. He is one of the person who is close to the gang leader, trusted by the gang leader, and is one of the characters that will do anything necessary to keep everyone safe. Arthur shows great loyalty to his people, doing everything needed to keep everyone safe, while questioning if what he is doing is right or wrong. We see Arthur as a character who is doing all the bad work, killing people, robbing places, shooting cops, everything that makes a badass protagonist. Arthur had it all. As the game proceeds, We also got to see the softer side of Arthur with his past relationship with Mary Linton. Arthur had to see the person he trusted so much betraying him and the gang for nothing. Arthur's emotional touch, moral, and ethics make his character one of the greatest video game characters of all time.
I had a son. He passed away. I had a girl who loved me. I threw that away. My mama died when I was a kid. And my daddy, well, I watched him die. And it weren't soon enough.
Red Dead Redemption 2 is a storytelling masterpiece, with each character from Dutch Van der Leen gang meticulously crafted with their own backstories, motivations, and relationships. The bonding, dynamic depth of character, personalities, and their thinking add so much depth to the main narrative. The character development of each character of the gang is on different level, from the visionary and charismatic leader Dutch to Native American survivalist Charles. Each character's individual story was developed throughout the main story. What makes the character development of Red Dead Redemption 2 unique is the commitment to exploring the depth and complexity of each character. You can know about characters through dialogues while doing main or side missions with them. You can hear their stories in Campfire, and these small details of giving each character their own personality and backstories make those characters feel more than just video game characters. By giving each character their own story development, gives us a sense of connection with each character, which makes us eager to know how their story ends. With Arthur Morgan, we got to know about the past and present, and we went on an emotional journey with him to unfold the dramatic story of his redemption.
I guess I'm afraid.
This nuanced character development of each character enriched the experience of the main story. Even though the main story was beautifully written without the character development, the story wouldn't have the impact that it did when we finished it. It gives us an emotional connection that was required for the main story. The many endings and the branching plot pathways of Red Dead Redemption 2 are among the main factors contributing to its replayability. Players' choices in the role of Arthur Morgan have a big influence on the story and can result in a variety of conclusions and resolutions. These decisions, which vary from significant moral conundrums to seemingly little exchanges, all influence Arthur's personality and setting of the game. Because of the dynamic storyline, no two playthroughs are exactly the same, which entice players to come back to the game and investigate different outcomes and scenarios.
I don't have that choice no more. I'm just trying to help others see clearly. That's my choice.
You're a good man, Arthur Morgan. Good man.
Beyond the main plot, RDR 2 is brimming with side missions and stranger missions which enhance the gameplay's complexity and diversity. These missions offer rich experiences that rival the main plot and frequently have captivating narratives and intriguing people. A diverse array of personalities can be encountered by players, ranging from enigmatic strangers with covert goals to quirky inventors and heartbroken widows. Because of the sheer quality and variety of these side missions, players may expect to find new things every time they play, which keep the game interesting and fresh.
You best stick to them books, because mark my words on this. Vengeance is an idiot's game.
RDR 2 excels in the fighting mechanics of the game as well. With an emphasis on accuracy and strategy, the gunplay is substantial and fulfilling. Because of the cover system's ease of use, players can engage in a dynamic shootouts where they must carefully maneuver their surroundings. Since every weapon has a unique feel and handling technique, players are encouraged to discover their own way of fighting. A mainstay of the Red Dead series, the Deadeye features lets players slow down the time and mark targets for quick shots. This gives gunfight a more theoretical feel and gives players a sense of control over combat situations.
You've been loyal. I've been loyal. Look what that cost. You know, all that ever mattered to me was loyalty. It was all I knew. It's all I ever believed in. Well, not anymore, John.
Red Dead Redemption 2 is a masterwork that pushes the boundaries of game design in every way, providing players with an immersive and emotionally charged experience. Its combination of profound emotional content, superb gameplay, captivating mechanics, and cultural relevance solidifies its place among the best video games ever made.